The dumpster lid slams shut. Elena Vance does not flinch. She is 23, bone-tired, and 3 months behind on rent. The alley behind Obsidian Heights smells like wet cardboard and old cooking oil. Her shift ended 40 minutes ago. Her feet ache. The fluorescent light above the service door flickers twice, then dies. She should have been home by now. The crying starts low, controlled, like someone learned early that making noise gets you hurt. Elena stops walking. The sound comes from behind the industrial dumpsters, the ones the building management pretends do not exist. No cameras point this direction. No security patrols pass through. It is the kind of space cities create by accident, where things get thrown away and forgotten. She takes 3 steps toward the street. The crying stops. Hi, viewers. Kindly tell us where you are watching from and what time it is. Elena's hand tightens around her keys. She is undocumented. No social security number, no PAC registration. In a city like New York, that makes her invisible, which is the only reason she is still alive. Invisible women do not get involved. They do not ask questions. They survive by not being remembered. She turns back anyway. The largest dumpster sits against the brick wall, rust bleeding down its sides. Something moves in the gap between metal and concrete. Elena crouches. Her knees crack. The smell hits her first. Copper and infection and something else. Expensive perfume. The child is maybe 5 years old. Dark brown skin, curls matted to her forehead with sweat. Her eyes are half open, glassy with fever. She is wrapped in a coat that costs more than Elena makes in 6 months. Black wool designer label visible even in the dim light. The fabric is soaked through with blood. Elena's breath catches. The scent rolls over her like a wave. Clean, sharp, unmistakable. Alpha, pure blood, powerful. Every Omega in New York knows that scent. It belongs to Sloane Thorne, the woman who runs the South Side without a pack council, without a mate, without apology. The alpha who makes judges resign and gang territories shift overnight. The woman whose name gets whispered in courtrooms and backrooms and hospital corridors. This is her daughter. Elena's hands shake as she reaches forward. The child flinches, a trained response automatic, then grabs Elena's wrist with both hands. Her grip is weak but desperate. Her lips move without sound. Around the girl's wrist is a hospital band, half burned. The edges melted like someone held a lighter to it. Elena looks up. The alley is empty. No cars, no footsteps. The city noise feels distant, muffled. She checks the child's pulse fast, thready. There is a shallow cut along her ribs, stitched badly with what looks like fishing line. The wound is infected. The fever is climbing. Someone did not lose this child. Someone threw her away. Elena pulls off her own jacket and wraps it around the girl. The child makes a small sound. Relief or fear? It is hard to tell. Elena lifts her carefully. She weighs almost nothing. The coat falls open, and Elena sees it clearly now. The designer label, the monogrammed lining, the bloodstains that are not accidental. This was not a kidnapping gone wrong. This was intentional. Elena stands. Well, her apartment is 6 blocks away. She has $63 in her bank account and a first aid kit she stole from the hotel supply closet 3 months ago. She knows what happens to people who get involved in syndicate business. She has seen the news reports, the closed casket funerals, the families who stop asking questions. The child's fingers curl tighter around her shirt. Elena starts walking. The street is empty. The traffic lights cycle through their patterns, red, yellow, green, but no cars pass. She keeps her head down, stays in the shadows between streetlights. Her building has a broken side entrance that does not lock properly. She slips inside. The stairs creak. Her apartment is on the 4th floor. The hallway smells like mildew and someone's burned dinner. She unlocks her door with one hand, or the child balanced against her hip. Once inside, she locks the door, chains it, pushes her dresser against it for good measure. The child is unconscious now. Her breathing is shallow. Elena lays her on the bed, the only bed, a twin mattress on the floor, and turns on the lamp. The light is harsh. It shows everything. The infection tracking up from the wound. The bruises on her arms shaped like adult fingers. The way her body curls inward, even in sleep, protecting something that has already been taken. Elena runs the tap until the water turns hot. She finds her first aid kit, scissors, gauze, the antibiotics she has been saving for herself. She cuts away the stitches. They are pulling the skin wrong, making it worse. Cleanse the wound with soap and water. The child does not wake up, does not make a sound. Elena works for 2 hours. When she is done, the fever has dropped half a degree. The wound is clean. The child is wrapped in blankets Elena stole from the hotel laundry. Her breathing evens out. Elena sits on the floor and stares at the opposite wall. She just stole Sloane Thorne's daughter. The city is going to burn. What would you do if you found the most dangerous woman's child thrown away like trash? Would you walk away or risk everything? The child wakes up screaming. Elena moves fast, covers her mouth gently, whispers close to her ear. The girl thrashes once, twice, then goes still. Her eyes are wide, terrified. She is looking past Elena at something that is not there. "You are safe," Elena says. She keeps her voice low, steady. "Nobody is here but me." The child's breathing slows. She blinks, focuses. Her eyes track across the room, taking in the peeling wallpaper, the cracked ceiling, and the single window covered with a bedsheet. Her gaze lands back on Elena. She does not speak. Elena pulls her hand away slowly. The girl does not scream again. She sits up, winces, touches the bandage on her ribs. Her fingers are small, careful, like she is checking to see if it is real. "Are you hungry?" Elena asks. The girl nods once. Elena stands. Her knees protest. She has been sitting on the floor all night. The apartment is one room with a kitchenette shoved into the corner. No stove, just a hot plate. No refrigerator, just a cooler with ice she buys every 3 days. She opens a can of soup, chicken noodle, the cheap kind that is mostly broth. She pours it into a mug and heats it on the hot plate. The smell fills the room. Salt and processed chicken flavor. The girl watches her, does not move, does not ask questions. When the soup is warm, Elena brings it over. The girl takes it with both hands, drinks it slowly, like someone taught her not to waste food. "What is your name?" Elena asks. The girl looks up. Her eyes are dark brown, almost black. She swallows. "Maya," she whispers. Her voice is hoarse, barely used. "I am Elena." Maya nods, drinks more soup. Her hands are shaking, but she does not spill any. When the mug is empty, she sets it down carefully, looks at Elena again. "Are you going to send me back?" The question is quiet, matter of fact, like she has asked it before and already knows the answer. Elena's chest tightens. "Back where?" "To Uncle Victor." The name lands like a stone. Elena knows that name. Everyone in New York knows that name. Victor Thorne, Sloane's half-brother. The man who handles the Syndicate's money. The one who wears expensive suits and shakes hands with politicians and smiles while people disappear. "Did he hurt you?" Elena asks. Maya looks down at her hands. Does not answer. Elena sits on the edge of the bed, keeps her distance. "You do not have to go back anywhere. Not if you do not want to." Maya's head snaps up. "Mama does not want me anymore. Who told you that?" "Uncle Victor. He said she was tired of me, that I made her weak. He said, and her voice cracks. She stops and swallows hard. He said nobody would come looking. Elena feels something cold slide down her spine. She has seen Sloane Thorne on television and in newspapers. The woman does not look like someone who gives up on anything. And she definitely does not look like someone whose daughter would end up in a dumpster behind a luxury high-rise. "Where is your mama now?" Elena asks. Maya shrugs. Uncle Victor said she is busy, that she has important work. "Did she tell you that?" "No. The word is small, final." Elena stands, walks to the window, pulls the bedsheet aside just enough to see the street below. Empty for now. But it will not stay that way. People like Sloane Thorne do not lose their children without consequences. She lets the sheet fall back. "You need rest," Elena says. "Your fever is still too high." Maya lies back down, curls up on her side. Her eyes stay open. "Can you stay?" she asks. "Just until I fall asleep." Elena sits on the floor again, leans against the wall. "Yeah, I can stay." Maya's breathing slows, evens out. Her eyes close. Elena watches her. This child, this alpha child, is trusting her, calling her safe, and Elena has no idea how to keep her alive. She pulls out her phone. It is old, cracked screen. Pay-as-you-go plan. She opens the browser and types Sloane Thorne daughter missing. The results load slowly. The first headline makes her stomach drop. Syndicate heiress vanished. Citywide search enters day 3. Day 3. The child has been missing for 3 days. Elena scrolls through the article. No photos of Maya, no description, just vague statements about an ongoing investigation and increased security presence. The article quotes anonymous sources saying, "Sloane Thorne has gone silent, stopped taking meetings, disappeared from public view." Elena closes the browser. She looks at Maya, the rise and fall of her chest, the way her fingers curl around the edge of the blanket. Even in sleep. This child is bait. Someone wanted her gone. Someone with access to Sloane Thorne's home. Like someone who could burn a hospital band and stitch a wound badly on purpose. Someone who knew exactly where to throw her away so she would not be found. Or if she was found, nobody would care enough to report it. Elena's phone buzzes. She jumps. The notification is from her building manager. Rent due today. Pay by 5 o'clock in the evening or vacate. She has $63. Rent is $800. She looks at Maya again. Sleeping, trusting, safe for the first time in days. Elena has made a lot of bad decisions in her life. Walking away from her pack when she was 16. Staying undocumented instead of registering. Working under the table for less than minimum wage. But this, keeping this child, this is the decision that is going to get her killed. Maya shifts in her sleep, whispers something too quiet to hear. Her hand reaches out, searching for something. Someone. Elena moves closer. The child's fingers find her wrist. Hold on. And then, so soft, Elena almost misses it. "Mama?" Elena freezes. The child thinks she is her mother. She should correct her, explain, draw that line clearly before it becomes something neither of them can take back. But Maya's grip tightens, and Elena does not say a word. If a child called you mama, knowing it was a lie, would you correct them? Or would you let them believe they were finally safe? The soup runs out on day 2. Elena skips work. Her phone rings 4 times. Her supervisor is angry, threatening to fire her. She does not answer. She cannot leave Maya alone. Cannot risk someone knocking on the door while she is gone. The fever breaks on day 3. Maya wakes up clearer, asks for water, drinks it slowly, sits up without wincing like the infection is responding to the antibiotics. The wound is closing. She is still too thin, still too quiet, but she is alive. Elena makes rice. It is all she has left. She adds salt and a little butter she stole from the hotel breakfast bar last month. Maya eats it without complaint. "Do you remember what happened?" Elena asks. Maya sets down her spoon, looks at her hands. "We were at the house, Mama's house. Uncle Victor came over. He brought presents, toys. He said Mama had a meeting and I should go with him. Did you want to go?" Maya shakes her head. "But Mama said to be good." "So I went." "Then what?" "We drove a long time." He stopped at a building. It smelled like medicine. There were people in white coats. They said they needed to check me, make sure I was healthy. Uncle Victor smiled. He told me it would not hurt. Elena's jaw tightens. "Did it hurt?" Maya touches the back of her ear. There is a small scar there. Elena had not noticed it before. It is hidden under her hairline, barely visible. She leans closer. The scar is surgical, clean, recent. "What did they put there?" Elena asks. "I do not know. They said it was medicine, that it would help Mama find me if I got lost." Elena's blood goes cold. A tracker. They put a tracker in this child's body. "What happened after?" she asks. "Uncle Victor said we were going home, but we did not. We drove to a different place. He told me to wait in the car. I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was in the alley. It was dark, cold. Nobody came." Maya's voice does not shake. She is telling the story like it happened to someone else. Elena reaches out slowly, touches Maya's shoulder. "You are not going back there. I promise." Maya looks at her. Promises break. Not this one. The words come out more certain than Elena feels. Maya's face does not change. She has heard promises before. She knows how much they are worth. Elena stands, walks to the window, pulls the sheet aside an inch. The street below is quiet. Too quiet. No cars parked where they should not be. No one standing on corners. But something feels wrong. A helicopter passes overhead. Low, circling. Elena drops the sheet. She grabs her phone, opens the news app. The headlines have changed. Obsidian Heights on lockdown. Syndicate search escalates. Sloane Thorne offers reward for information. No questions asked. So city officials warn residents. Cooperate or face consequences. Elena's hands shake. She scrolls through the articles. The whole South Side is under what they are calling enhanced security. That means checkpoints, identification checks, random searches. Anyone without documentation gets detained. She is undocumented. If they stop her, she is gone. And so is Maya. "What is wrong?" Maya asks. Elena turns. The child is sitting up watching her with those two old eyes. Nothing. Elena lies, just checking the weather. Maya tilts her head. "You are scared. I am fine. You smell scared." Elena freezes. She forgot. Alpha children can read scent, even young ones, even sick ones. "I am just worried about you," Elena says carefully. "You are still healing." Maya slides off the bed, walks over. She is barefoot, wearing one of Elena's t-shirts that hangs to her knees. She stops in front of Elena, reaches up, touches her hand. "Thank you," she says quietly, "for not leaving me there." Elena's throat closes. She crouches down, meets Maya's eyes. "You do not have to thank me." "Yes, I do. Uncle Victor said nobody would help me. He said, people like you, Omegas, only care about themselves. He said, if anyone found me, they would turn me in for money." Well, he was wrong. Maya studies her face. "Are you going to turn me in?" "No, not even for money. Even for money." Maya's shoulders relax, just a fraction, like she has been carrying a weight and someone finally took it. "Can I ask you something?" She says anything. Why did you help me? Elena does not have a good answer. She should have walked away, should have called the police, should have done anything except bring this child home and pretend she could protect her. But she did not, and now they are both trapped. Because you needed help, Elena says finally, and nobody else was there. Maya nods slowly, like that makes sense to her. She wraps her arms around Elena's neck, holds on tight. Her face presses against Elena's shoulder. Elena freezes, then wraps her arms around the child, holds her back. They stay like that for a long time. When Maya pulls away, her eyes are wet. I miss my mama, she whispers. I know. Do you think she is looking for me? Elena thinks about the headlines, the lockdown, the helicopters circling overhead. Yes, she says. I think she is. Maya wipes her eyes. Uncle Victor said she was not. He said she was glad I was gone. He lied. How do you know? Because no alpha who loved their child would let them vanish without burning the city down to find them. Because Sloane Thorne's reputation is not built on weakness. Because the woman on television, stone-faced, controlled, dangerous, does not look like someone who gave up on anything. But Elena cannot say that, so she says, because mamas do not stop looking, ever. Maya considers this, nods, climbs back onto the bed. Elena turns back to the window. The helicopter is gone, but the feeling is not. Her phone buzzes. Another notification breaking. Syndicate announces press conference. Sloane Thorne to speak publicly. Elena clicks the link. The video loads slowly. The press conference is happening live right now. The screen shows a podium. City Hall. Cameras everywhere. And then Sloane Thorne walks out. She is exactly like the photos. Tall, the broad-shouldered, dark skin, hair pulled back tight. She is wearing a black suit, no tie. The jacket is open just enough to show a shoulder holster. She stands at the podium, does not smile, does not acknowledge the shouting reporters. When she speaks, the room goes silent. My daughter is missing. Sloane says her voice is low, controlled, absolutely lethal. She is 5 years old. Her name is Maya. If anyone has information, call the number on your screen. If anyone is hiding her, return her now. No questions, no consequences. A pause. If anyone has harmed her, another pause, longer. I will find you, and when I do, you will beg for the police to find you first. The camera zooms in on her face. Her eyes are cold, empty. The kind of empty that comes from knowing exactly what you are capable of. This is not a negotiation, Sloane continues. This is a countdown. You have 72 hours. The press conference ends. Elena's hands are shaking so hard she almost drops her phone. 72 hours. 3 days. But behind her, Maya is playing with the edge of the blanket, humming something soft and tuneless. Elena walks to the corner, opens the drawer where she keeps her emergency cash. $63. She counts it twice. It is not enough to run, not enough to hide, barely enough to eat. She looks at the tracker scar behind Maya's ear. If that thing is active, they already know where she is. If it is not, if Victor disabled it before dumping her, then Elena has time. Maybe. Outside, sirens start. Close, getting closer. Elena moves to the window. 3 police cars turn onto her street. They stop in front of her building. Her stomach drops. The sirens cut off. Doors open. Officers step out. They are not wearing regular uniforms. They are wearing tactical gear. This is not a welfare check. This is a raid. Maya looks up. What is happening? Elena does not answer. She is already moving, grabbing the blanket, wrapping Maya in it, picking her up. We have to go, she says. Right now, when the people hunting you knock on the door, do you run or do you hide? And what happens when there is nowhere left to go? The pounding starts before they reach the door. Elena moves fast, pulls the dresser away from the door, grabs her backpack, shoves in whatever is closest. Maya is wrapped tight in the blanket, silent against her chest. The pounding gets louder. Police, open up. Elena looks at the window. 4th floor, no fire escape, just a straight drop to concrete. The pounding stops. Voices in the hallway. Radio chatter. From breach in 30 seconds. Elena's mind races. The closet is too obvious. The bathroom has no windows. The bed is the bed. She drops to her knees and shoves the mattress aside. The floor underneath is old hardwood, uneven. There is a loose board near the corner. She noticed it months ago. Meant to fix it. Never did. She pries it up. The space underneath is small, barely big enough. She looks at Maya. I need you to hide. Can you do that? Maya nods. Do not make a sound. No matter what happens. Understand? Another nod. Elena lifts her, lowers her into the gap. It is tight. Maya has to curl up, knees to chest. Elena replaces the board, slides the mattress back, throws the blankets on top. The door explodes inward. Elena spins around, raises her hands. 5 officers flood the room. Tactical gear, weapons drawn. They spread out fast. 1 to the window, 1 to the closet, 2 to the bathroom. The 5th stays on her. On the ground now. Elena drops face down, hands behind her head. They search the apartment. Fast, efficient, ripping open drawers, tearing through the closet, checking under the sink. 1 officer stops at the bed. Elena's heart stops. He kicks the mattress. It shifts. He stares at it for 3 seconds, then moves on. Clear, he says. The officer standing over Elena grabs her arm, yanks her up, shoves her against the wall. Where is she? He demands. Where is who? Do not play stupid. The Thorne kid. Where are you hiding her? I do not know what you are talking about. He slams her against the wall harder. Wrong answer. I work at Obsidian Heights, Elena says. Her voice is steady, calm. Night shift, housekeeping. I do not know anyone's kids. You were seen in the alley 3 days ago carrying something. Elena's mind spins. The security cameras do not work. She checked. Unless I was carrying laundry, she says, hotel sheets. I take them home to wash. Extra money. Is that so? Check my closet. You will see them. The officer looks at his partner. The partner shrugs. They did check the closet. There are sheets there. Stained, cheap hotel linens Elena actually does wash for extra cash. The officer's grip loosens slightly. You are undocumented, he says. It is not a question. Yes, that is deportation. You know that? Yes. He studies her face, looking for cracks, fear, guilt. Elena keeps her expression blank. He lets her go, steps back. If we find out you are lying, I am not. You will wish we just deported you. He gestures to his team. They file out, boots heavy on the stairs. The door hangs crooked on broken hinges. Elena does not move. She counts to 100, then 200, then 300. Finally, she crosses to the bed, pulls back the mattress, lifts the board. Maya is curled in the dark, eyes wide, silent. Elena lifts her out, holds her tight. You did so good, she whispers. So good. Maya does not speak, just buries her face in Elena's shoulder. Elena sits on the floor. Her hands are shaking. Her heart is racing. They are not safe here. Not anymore. But she has nowhere to go. No money, no contacts, no plan. Her phone buzzes. She pulls it out. Another news alert. Sloane Thorne press conference. Countdown begins. The video auto plays. Sloane is standing at the podium again, but this time she is not alone. Standing behind her is a man, tall, expensive suit, handsome in that careful, practiced way. He is smiling, confident. The caption reads, Victor Thorne, Syndicate financier and brother to Sloane Thorne. Elena's blood turns to ice. Victor steps forward, places a hand on Sloane's shoulder, leans into the microphone. "We are offering a reward," he says. His voice is smooth, warm, trustworthy. $1 million for any information leading to Maya's safe return. No questions asked. The cameras flash. Reporters shout questions. Victor keeps smiling. "We just want her home. That is all that matters." Elena's hands clench. He is lying. He is standing there next to Sloane, pretending to care. And he is the one who threw Maya away, and nobody knows. Maya shifts in her arms, looks up at the screen. "That is Uncle Victor," she says quietly. "I know. He looks nice. He is not." Maya goes quiet again. On screen, the press conference ends. Sloane walks off. Victor stays behind, shaking hands, taking questions, playing the concerned uncle perfectly. Elena turns off the phone. She needs to contact someone. Tell them the truth. Expose Victor before he can bury this deeper. But who? The police work for the Syndicate. The media is controlled, and if she goes public, she will be arrested or worse before anyone believes her. She is one undocumented Omega with a stolen child. Nobody will listen. Outside, the helicopters return louder this time, lower. Elena stands, walks to the window. The whole block is lit up. Police vehicles on every corner. Officers going door to door. The lockdown is tightening. She cannot stay here, but she cannot leave either. Maya tugs on her shirt. "Are they going to find us?" Elena looks down. The child's face is calm. Too calm. Like she has already accepted what is coming. "No," Elena says. "They are not." "How do you know?" "Because I will not let them." But Elena does not say that. Instead, she says, "Because we are going to disappear." Maya frowns. "Where?" Elena does not have an answer. Her phone buzzes again. A new message. Unknown number. She opens it. "I know what you did. Contact me if you want to live. Syndicate protection available. Terms negotiable." A link follows. An encrypted chat address. Elena stares at the screen. This could be help, or it could be a trap. Either way, staying here means getting caught. And getting caught means losing Maya. She looks at the child, still watching her, still trusting her. Elena makes her decision. She types, "How do I know you are real?" The response is immediate because if I was not, you would already be dead. Elena's stomach twists. Another message appears. "Send your location. A car will be there in 10 minutes. Do not miss it. 10 minutes. Elena grabs her backpack, throws in clothes, and the first aid kit, whatever cash she has left, wraps Maya in the blanket again. "We are leaving," she says. Maya does not argue. They take the back stairs, the side door, the alley where this all started. A black car is already waiting, windows tinted, engine running. The back door opens. A man steps out, well-dressed, mid-40s. He smiles. "Miss Vance," he says. "I am here to help." Elena does not move. "Who are you? A friend of the family? Which family?" His smile widens. "The one that is looking for you." Maya goes rigid. Elena takes a step back. The man's smile does not change. "There is nowhere to run. You know that. But if you come with me, I can protect you." "Both of you? Protect us from what?" "From her." He gestures toward Maya. "From what is coming." Elena's grip tightens on the child. The man sighs. "You do not understand. This is not about kidnapping. This is about power. And you are standing in the middle of a war you cannot win. Then I will lose standing up." The man's expression hardens. That is not brave. That is stupid. He gestures. 2 more men step out of the car, bigger, armed. Elena backs up. Her mind races. She cannot fight, cannot run. Maya pulls away from her, steps forward. "Uncle Victor," she says quietly. The man's smile returns. "Hello, sweetheart. When the monster looks like family, how do you convince a child to run?" Victor crouches down, opens his arms. Maya does not move. "Come here," he says gently. "I have been looking everywhere for you." Maya stays next to Elena. Her small hand grips Elena's fingers. Victor's smile tightens. "Maya, do not be rude. Come say hello to your uncle." "No," Maya whispers. The word is so quiet, Elena almost misses it. Victor's expression shifts. The warmth drains. What is left is something cold. Reptilian. "Excuse me," he says. "I do not want to go with you." Victor stands, brushes off his pants. "You do not have a choice, sweetheart." He nods to the men. They move forward. Elena shoves Maya behind her. "Touch her," and I scream. Victor laughs. "Go ahead. Nobody is coming. This whole block is Syndicate controlled. You think the police work for the city? They work for us." "Then why bother with the car?" Elena asks. "Why not just take her?" "Because appearances matter. Your neighbor saw us talking, saw you get in willingly, saw you smile. When they find your body later, it will look like you tried to ransom the child and things went wrong." Tragic, but understandable. Elena's blood runs cold. "You are going to kill me," she says. "Of course, you are a liability, but I am not a monster." He smiles. "I will make it quick." The men grab Elena's arms. She fights, kicks, twists, tries to pull away. One of them backhands her. Her vision explodes white. She tastes blood. Maya screams. The sound is raw, primal. Every window on the block should light up. Every door should open. Nothing happens. Victor picks Maya up. She fights him, scratching, biting. He does not flinch, just holds her away from his body like she is a wild animal. "You had your chance to be good," he tells her calmly. "Now you get to watch." He nods to the men. They drag Elena to the car, shove her inside. The door slams, locks click. Maya is screaming and sobbing, begging. Victor sets her on the ground, grabs her face, forces her to look at him. "This is what happens when you disobey," he says. "Remember that." He climbs into the front seat. The driver starts the engine. Inside the car, Elena is handcuffed to the door handle. One of the men sits next to her. The other is in the front with Victor. Maya is between them, silent now, shaking. "Where are we going?" Elena asks. Nobody answers. They drive for 20 minutes. The city gives way to industrial zones, empty warehouses, chain-link fences, places where nobody asks questions. The car stops. Victor gets out, opens the back door, pulls Maya out roughly. "Take care of her," he tells the men. "Make it look accidental." He walks away. Maya tries to follow. One of the men grabs her, holds her back. "No!" Maya screams. "Let her go, please!" Victor does not turn around. The men pull Elena out of the car, march her toward a warehouse. The door is rusted, broken. Inside, the space is massive, empty. The floor is stained concrete. This is where people disappear. One of the men shoves her to her knees. "Any last words?" he asks. Elena looks up at him. "Yeah, you are making a mistake." He laughs. "How is that?" "Because when Sloane finds out you killed me, she is going to kill you." "Sloane is not going to find out. As far as she knows, you are just another Omega who tried to cash in on the reward and got greedy. And Maya, what is the story there? Traumatized, confused, needs time to recover. Uncle Victor will take good care of her." He grins until she is not useful anymore. Elena's hands clench. "You are sick. I am practical." He raises his gun. Maya screams from outside. "Elena, Elena!" The man's finger tightens on the trigger. Elena closes her eyes. The gunshot is deafening, but she does not feel anything. She opens her eyes. The man is staring down at his chest at the blood spreading across his shirt. He drops the gun, falls to his knees, collapses. Behind him, Victor is standing in the doorway, holding a smoking gun. "Change of plans?" he says. The second man spins around. Victor shoots him too. Clean, efficient. 2 shots, 2 bodies. Elena does not move. Victor walks over, kicks the gun away from the first man's body, looks down at Elena. "Here is what is going to happen," he says calmly. "You are going to die here, but not yet. First, you are going to confess on camera. You are going to say you kidnapped Maya, demanded ransom. When I refused, you threatened to kill her. My men tried to rescue her. You killed them. I had no choice but to defend my niece." "Nobody will believe that," Elena says. "What?" "They will when they see the footage, when they hear your confession, when they find your body with the murder weapon in your hand." He crouches down, grabs her chin, forces her to look at him. "You should have walked away," he says. "But you did not, so now you get to be the villain." He stands, pulls out his phone, opens the camera app. "Start talking," he says. Elena stares at the lens, then she spits at his feet. Victor's expression does not change. He pockets the phone, pulls out his gun again. "Fine," he says. "We will do this the hard way." He aims at her leg. Fires. Elena screams. Pain explodes through her thigh. She collapses. Blood pools beneath her. "That is better," Victor says. "More authentic." He pulls out his phone again, starts recording. "Help!" he shouts into the camera. "She is armed! She is going to kill!" A voice cuts him off. "Drop the weapon!" Victor freezes. Elena turns her head. Her vision is blurring. Standing in the doorway is a woman, tall, broad-shouldered, wearing tactical gear, gun raised. Behind her are 20 more. Sloane Thorne steps into the warehouse. Her eyes land on Victor, then on Elena, then on the blood. Her expression does not change, but the air shifts. Every alpha in the room feels it. Sloane walks forward slowly, deliberately. Her weapon never wavers. "Put the gun down," she says quietly. Victor smiles. "Sloane, I can explain. Explain later. Gun down now." He sets it on the ground, raises his hands, still smiling. "This is not what it looks like," he says. "She kidnapped Maya. I was trying to. Where is my daughter? Outside in the car? She is safe. I saved her." "From what?" Victor gestures at Elena. "From her. This Omega stole Maya. I held her hostage. I tracked them down. I was trying to rescue. You are lying." The words are flat, final. Victor's smile falters. "I am telling you the truth. Then why is there a bullet in her leg?" She fought back. "I had to defend. With your gun. The one you are registered to carry. The one that will match the ballistics." Victor goes quiet. Sloane steps closer. "Where is the tracker?" "What tracker?" "The one you put in my daughter's head." Victor's face goes blank. Sloane's expression finally shifts into something deadly. "I had the medical records pulled," she says. 3 days ago, an emergency appointment. You said Maya needed a routine checkup. You took her yourself." The doctor signed off. Everything looked normal. She pauses. "Except you paid that doctor $2 million the next day." Victor's jaw tightens. "I had her scanned," Sloane continues. "Found the device, removed it, traced its registration. Want to guess whose name came up?" Silence. "You tried to take my daughter," Sloane says quietly. "You dumped her like garbage. You planned to let her die. And when someone saved her, you were going to kill them both." She lowers her weapon slightly. "Just enough. Give me one reason," she says, "why I should not end you right here." Victor's smile returns. desperate now, fraying. "Because I am your brother," he says. "Because family. You stopped being family the moment you touched my child." Sloane raises her weapon again. Victor's smile dies, and for the first time, he looks scared. When power meets betrayal, who walks out alive and who is left bleeding? The handcuffs cut into Elena's wrists. She is lying on a hospital gurney in a hallway that smells like disinfectant and old coffee. Fluorescent lights buzz overhead. Her leg throbs where Victor shot her, stitched now, bandaged, but the pain radiates through her whole body. Nobody has looked at her in 20 minutes. A nurse walks past, does not make eye contact. A doctor follows. Same thing. Elena's file is clipped to the end of the gurney. She can read it upside down. Patient, Jane Doe. Status, undocumented, psychological evaluation, omega delusional. Notes, attempted fraud and kidnapping, hold for deportation. The words blur together. She tries to sit up, the cuffs rattle. A security guard glances over, young, bored, then looks away. This is how people disappear. Not violently, not dramatically, just quietly. Paperwork gets filed. Systems move forward, and nobody asks questions. Elena closes her eyes. Maya is safe. That is what matters. Sloane has her daughter back. Victor is in custody. The story ended the way it was supposed to, except Elena is still here, and nobody is coming for her. The guard's radio crackles. He steps away to answer it. His back is turned. Elena's eyes open. She looks at the cuffs. Standard issue, locked to the gurney rail. The rail is bolted to the frame, but the frame is old. The bolts are loose. She can see the rust around the edges. She tests it, gentle pressure. The rail shifts. The guard is still talking. Something about a shift change. Elena pulls harder. The bolt cracks. She freezes. The guard does not turn around. She pulls again, harder. The bolt gives. The rail comes free. She slides the cuffs off the end. Her hands are still bound. But she can move. The guard ends his call, turns back. Elena is sitting up calm, hands in her lap, hiding the loose rail. He walks past without looking. Elena waits until he rounds the corner. Then she slides off the gurney. Her leg nearly gives out. She grabs the wall for support, limps toward the exit sign. The hallway is long, empty. Her hospital gown is open in the back. Her feet are bare. Every step sends pain shooting up her thigh. She passes a supply closet. The door is propped open. Inside, there are scrubs on a shelf. She grabs a pair, pulls them on over the gown, finds shoes, 2 sizes too big, but they work. Voices echo from around the corner. Elena ducks into a stairwell. The door closes behind her with a soft click. She stands in the concrete silence, breathing hard. Her reflection stares back from a small window. Bruised face, split lip, eyes that look too old. She takes the stairs down. 1 flight, 2, 3. Her leg screams. She ignores it. The ground floor exit leads to a loading dock, empty, night shift. She slips outside. The air is cold. It cuts through the thin scrubs. New York City sprawls ahead, lights and noise in a million places to hide. But Elena does not run. She turns toward downtown, toward Obsidian Heights. Her phone is gone. Her wallet is gone. Everything she owns is gone. But she remembers the address. Everyone in the city knows that address. She walks for 2 hours. By the time she reaches the tower, the sun is starting to rise. The building is massive. Glass and steel. Security at every entrance. Cameras everywhere. Elena stops across the street, stares up at it. She should leave, disappear, find a different city, a different life. But Maya called her mama. Elena promised she would not leave. She crosses the street, walks up to the service entrance, the one employees use. The guard on duty looks up. "Help you?" he asks. "I am here for a job," Elena says. "Housekeeping. Night shift." He checks his tablet. "You got an appointment?" "No, but I heard you were hiring." "We are always hiring." He gestures inside. "Talk to human resources? 3rd floor?" Elena walks in. The lobby is pristine. Marble floors, crystal chandeliers. Everything screams money and power. She takes the service elevator. 3rd floor. The human resources office is tucked in the back. A woman sits at the desk. Mid-50s, tired eyes. "I need a job," Elena says. The woman does not look up. "Fill out the form. Bring back 2 forms of identification. I will process it in 3 to 5 business days." I do not have 3 days. Then you do not have a job." Elena leans forward. "I will work tonight. Cash, no paperwork. You need someone. I am here." The woman finally looks up, studies Elena's face, the bruises, the desperation. "Undocumented?" she asks. "Yes. Criminal record? No." The woman sighs, pulls out a different form. "Minimum wage. Cash only. You do not exist on our books. If immigration comes, you are never here. Understand?" "Yes." "Uniform is in the back. Shift starts at 8. Do not be late." Elena takes the form, signs it. The name she writes is not hers. When you have nothing left to lose, how far will you go to keep a promise? The maid's uniform is gray, shapeless, a name tag that says trainee. Elena pins it on and blends into the background. Nobody notices her. That is the point. Maids are invisible. They move through spaces where powerful people talk freely, because powerful people forget they are human. Her first shift is the executive floors 60 through 70. She pushes a cleaning cart down carpeted hallways, empties trash, wipes down conference tables, listens. On the 63rd floor, 2 men in suits are arguing. "Victor is done," one says. "Sloane stripped his accounts, his contacts, everything. He is still breathing," the other replies. "That is a mistake. She is making a point. He is more useful alive. Shows what happens when you cross her." They walk away. Elena keeps cleaning. On the 67th floor, she passes a woman on her phone. "I do not care what the lawyers say. Sloane wants blood. Literal blood." She is setting an example. Elena's hands tighten on the cleaning spray. One of the elevators dings. Elena turns. Sloane Thorne steps out. She is wearing a black suit, hair pulled back, no expression. Her presence changes the air. Every alpha in the vicinity straightens, goes quiet, watches. Elena ducks her head, keeps moving. Sloane walks past without looking. Elena exhales. She finishes the hallway, moves to the next floor. The penthouse levels, private residences. She is not supposed to be here. Her clearance does not go this high. But the elevator took her up, and nobody stopped her. She pushes the cart slowly, cautiously. A door opens ahead. Maya runs out. She is wearing clean clothes. Her hair is brushed. The wound on her ribs is properly bandaged. She looks healthy, safe. She is chasing a ball, laughing. Elena's chest tightens. Maya does not see her. She is focused on the game. An older woman, probably a nanny, follows her out, smiling. Patient. "Maya, slow down," the woman says gently. Maya ignores her, runs faster. The ball rolls toward Elena's cart. Maya follows. She stops 3 feet away, bends down, picks up the ball, then she looks up. Her eyes meet Elena's. Everything stops. Maya's face changes. Recognition, shock, joy. "Elena," she whispers. Elena's heart hammers. She shakes her head slightly. A warning. But Maya does not understand warnings. She drops the ball, runs forward, throws her arms around Elena's waist. "You are here," Maya sobs. "You are really here." Elena freezes. The nanny is staring. Other doors are opening. Voices murmur. Elena crouches down, wraps her arms around Maya, holds her tight. I am here, she whispers. I am okay. I thought you were dead. Uncle Victor said. I know, but I am not. I am right here. Maya pulls back. Her face is wet. Do not leave. Please do not leave again. I will not. Promise. I promise. The elevator dings. Sloane steps out. Her eyes land on Maya, then on Elena. The hallway goes silent. Sloane walks forward, slow, controlled. Her hand rests on her hip on the holster that is always there. She stops in front of them. Maya does not let go of Elena. Sloane looks down at her daughter. Maya, step back. No, Maya says. She saved me. She did not hurt me. She kept me safe. Sloane's jaw tightens. She looks at Elena. Really looks at the bruises, the limp, the exhaustion. Who are you? She asks quietly. Nobody, Elena says. That is not an answer. It is the only one I have. Sloane's eyes narrow. You are the one from the warehouse. Elena does not respond. The Omega my brother tried to kill. Still nothing. Sloane crouches down, meets Maya's eyes. Is this the woman who found you? Maya nods. The one who took care of you? Another nod. And you trust her? Yes. Sloane stands, looks at Elena again. Come with me. It is not a request. Elena follows. They walk to a private office at the end of the hall. Sloane closes the door, gestures to a chair. Elena sits. Sloane does not. She stands by the window, arms crossed, silent. Finally, she speaks. My daughter has not spoken in 3 days. She says, not to me, not to doctors, not to anyone. She screamed when I tried to touch her, flinched when I got too close. The therapist said it was trauma, that she needed time. She turns, looks at Elena, but the second she saw you, she smiled. Elena does not know what to say. Tell me what happened, Sloane says. Everything from the beginning. So Elena does. The alley, the dumpster, the fever, the tracking scar. Victor's men, the warehouse. She leaves nothing out. When she finishes, Sloane is silent for a long time. Then she walks to her desk, opens a drawer, pulls out a checkbook. How much do you want? She asks. Elena blinks. What? For saving my daughter. Name your price. I do not want money. Sloane's pen hovers over the paper. Everyone wants money, not me. Then what do you want? Elena hesitates, then says, I want to see her sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes to know she is okay. Sloane stares at her. That is it. That is it. Sloane sets down the pen. You risked your life for my daughter. You have nothing. No home, no documentation, no protection. And all you want is to see her sometimes. Yes. Why? Because she called me Mama, Elena says quietly. And I did not correct her, and now I cannot stop thinking about it. Sloane's expression shifts just slightly. She walks to the door, opens it, calls out, Maya. The girl appears instantly like she was waiting. Do you want Elena to stay? Sloane asks. Maya's eyes go wide. Can she if she wants to? Maya looks at Elena, hopeful, terrified. Elena nods. Maya runs to her, hugs her again. Sloane watches them. Something unreadable in her eyes. You will stay here, she says. In the building, you will have a room, security clearance, whatever you need. I do not need. It is not a request. You saved my daughter. That makes you untouchable, and it makes you mine. The word hangs in the air. Mine. Elena does not argue. Outside, the sun sets over New York City. The city lights up, beautiful and deadly, and in the hallway, footsteps approach. Heavy, familiar. The door bursts open. Victor stands there, bloody, wild-eyed, holding a gun. You took everything from me, he says, looking at Sloane, then at Elena. Now I take everything from you. When a desperate man has nothing left to lose, who survives, and who becomes collateral damage? Sloane moves first. She shoves Maya behind her, puts herself between the child and the gun. Victor's hand shakes. Blood drips from a wound on his shoulder. His suit is torn. His face is pale. "You ruined me," he says. His voice cracks. "My accounts, my reputation, everything." "You did that yourself," Sloane replies. Her voice is calm. Deadly calm. "When you touched my daughter." "She is not even yours," Victor shouts. "You adopted her. You bought her like you buy everything. She is nothing. A prop. Something to make you look human." Maya flinches. Sloane's expression does not change, but her hand moves toward her holster. "Put the gun down," she says quietly. "Or what? You will kill me? You already did. I am dead. Finished. So, what is stopping me from taking you with me? Because if you pull that trigger, you will not make it out of this building. I am not planning to." He aims at Maya. Elena moves without thinking, steps in front of the child, arms spread. Victor's eyes lock on her. This is your fault. If you just died like you were supposed to. But I did not, Elena says. Her voice is steady, and neither did she. "Move. No, I will shoot through you. Then do it." Victor's finger tightens on the trigger. The gunshot is deafening, but Victor does not fire. Sloane does. Victor drops. The gun clatters across the floor. He is clutching his leg, screaming. Sloane walks forward, kicks the gun away, stands over him. "You are right," she says quietly. "You are finished." She pulls out her phone, makes a call. "Security penthouse level. Bring medical and restraints." She hangs up, looks at Elena. "You okay?" Elena nods. Her hands are shaking, but she is okay. Maya is crying. Elena turns, crouches down, pulls the child into her arms. "It is over," she whispers. "He cannot hurt you anymore." Maya's sobs are muffled against her shoulder. Security arrives. 6 men. They surround Victor, handcuff him, drag him out. He is still screaming. "This is not over. You think you won? You think..." The elevator doors close. His voice cuts off. Silence fills the room. Sloane holsters her weapon, looks at Elena and Maya. Are the two of them holding each other? "She trusts you," Sloane says. Elena does not know how to respond. "More than she trusts me." "She is your daughter," Elena says. "She loves you, but she feels safe with you." Sloane's voice is neutral. But there is something underneath, something raw. Maya pulls back, looks up at Sloane. "Mama." Sloane's expression softens just for a second. She kneels down, eye level with Maya. "I am sorry," she says. "I should have protected you. I should have seen what he was doing." "You did not know," Maya whispers. "I should have." Maya reaches out, touches Sloane's hand. "But you found me. You came. I will always come." Maya throws her arms around Sloane's neck. Sloane holds her tight, like she is afraid to let go. Elena stands, steps back, giving them space, but Maya reaches out, grabs Elena's hand, pulls her closer. "Both of you," she says. "I want both of you." Sloane looks at Elena. Something shifts in her eyes. "She is right," Sloane says. "You saved her life. That is a debt I cannot repay. I do not want repayment. Then what do you want?" Elena looks at Maya. I'm at the child who called her mama, who trusted her when she had no reason to. "I want her to be safe," Elena says. "That is all." Sloane stands. "Then stay. Help me keep her safe. I am nobody. I cannot. You are the person she trusts most in this world. That makes you somebody." Elena does not know what to say. Sloane extends her hand. "Stay. Not as an employee, as family." The word hits like a punch. Family. Elena stares at the offered hand, then takes it. When enemies become allies and strangers become family. What happens when the bond becomes something more? The city watches Victor fall. Not in private, not quietly, publicly. Sloane does not kill him. That would be too easy, too fast. Instead, she destroys him piece by piece. The financial crimes are leaked to federal investigators. His offshore accounts, the bribes, the laundered money, in everything he built over 20 years collapses in 72 hours. The media picks it up. Headlines scream betrayal, fraud, attempted murder of a child. Victor's face is everywhere. Not as a power player, as a criminal. The Syndicate cuts ties publicly, officially. His name is stripped from every contract, every property, every record. In Omega-verse law, that is a death sentence. Worse than death, because he is still breathing, still conscious, still watching everything he built turn to ash. Elena watches the news from Sloane's penthouse. Maya is asleep in the next room, safe, protected. The reporter on screen is interviewing someone from the Syndicate Council. Victor Thorne has been formally disowned. The council member says he is no longer recognized as PAC, no longer protected. As of today, he is nothing. The screen cuts to footage of Victor being led into a federal courthouse. Handcuffed, suit rumpled, face hollow. He looks broken. Elena turns off the television. Sloane is standing by the window watching the city. She has not said much since the press conference. Since the council vote, since everything fell into place. "Do you feel better?" Elena asks. Sloane does not turn around. "No. Why not? Because he hurt my daughter, and no amount of justice changes that." Elena walks over, stands beside her. But he cannot hurt her again. That is something. It is not enough. It never is. Sloane finally looks at her. "You should hate me." Elena frowns. "Why?" "Because I am the reason you almost died. My family, my mess. You got caught in it. I chose to get caught in it. You should not have had to choose." Elena shrugs. "Maybe not, but I did. And I would do it again." Sloane's eyes search her face. "Why? Because she needed someone and I was there. That is not a reason. That is an excuse. Maybe. But it is mine." Sloane's expression softens, just barely. "You are different." "Different how?" "You do not want anything, money, power, access. You just want her to be safe. Is that so strange in my world?" "Yes." They stand in silence. The city lights stretch out below them. Endless. "I offered you a job," Sloane says. "Legal guardian, co-parent, whatever you want to call it." "I know, but you have not said yes." Elena looks down. "I am not qualified. I am nobody. I do not know how to raise a child, especially an alpha child. I do not. You kept her alive when I could not. You made her feel safe when I could not. You are the most qualified person I know." Elena's throat tightens. "I am not asking you to replace me," Sloane continues. "I am asking you to help me because I cannot do this alone. You are Sloane Thorne. You run an entire syndicate. You can do anything except this." Sloane's voice cracks just slightly. She flinches when I touch her. She cries when I leave the room. She thinks I gave her away, and I do not know how to fix it. Elena sees it then, the cracks beneath the armor, the fear hiding behind the control. "She does not think that," Elena says gently. "She is just scared of losing you again." Sloane closes her eyes. I do not know how to be what she needs. Then we figure it out together. Sloane opens her eyes, looks at Elena. Really looks. "You mean that?" "Yes. Even though it means staying here in this life, in this world. Even though..." Sloane's shoulders relax just a fraction. "Thank you," she says quietly. Elena nods. They stand together, Not touching, but close. And for the first time in days, the silence feels safe. When justice is served, but wounds remain, can two broken people heal the child they both love? 3 months later, Elena's body starts changing. It is subtle at first, a shift in scent, a warmth that lingers. Maya notices first. "You smell different," she says one morning. She's sitting at the breakfast table coloring. Elena is making toast. "Different how?" Elena asks. Maya tilts her head, sweeter, like Mama. Elena's hand freezes. Sloane looks up from her coffee, her eyes narrow. "Sweeter," she repeats. Maya nods. "Yeah, before you smelled like rain. Now you smell like..." She scrunches her nose, thinking, like when the flowers bloom. Mama smells like that. Elena's chest tightens. Sloane stands, walks over, stops close. Too close. She breathes in. Her expression changes. "You need to see a doctor," she says. "I am fine. You are not fine. Your scent is shifting. That is not normal. Maybe I am just. It is a bond trigger." Sloane's voice is flat, final. "You are responding to proximity to pack dynamics too?" She stops, looks away. "To what?" Elena asks. "To me?" The words hang in the air. Maya keeps coloring, oblivious. Elena takes a step back. "That is not possible. I am not. We are not. It does not matter what we are. It matters what your body thinks we are. So, what do I do?" "You leave before it gets worse." The words hit like a slap. "Leave," Elena repeats. It is the only way to stop it. Distance. Separation. If you stay, the bond will complete. And once it completes... What? Sloane's jaw tightens. "You will be mine permanently. Biologically, you will not have a choice." Elena's hands clench. "I am not leaving Maya." "Then you are choosing this knowing what it means. I am choosing her. That is different." "It is not." "Yes, it is." Sloane turns away, runs a hand through her hair. "You do not understand. A bond like this, it is not just emotional, it is physical, chemical. You will need me, crave me, and I." She stops. "And you what?" Sloane does not answer. Elena walks around, forces Sloane to look at her. "And you what?" "I will want you," Sloane says quietly. "And in ways I cannot control. In ways that will make this complicated. It is already complicated. Not like this." Elena stares at her, at the woman who saved her life, who gave her a home, who trusted her with the most important thing in her world. "I am not leaving," Elena says. "You should, but I will not." Sloane's eyes search hers. "Why?" "Because she needs me." "And maybe," Elena hesitates, "maybe I need her too." "And me?" Sloane asks. Her voice is barely a whisper. "Do you need me?" Elena's breath catches. The question is too big, too dangerous, but the answer is already there. "Yes," she says. Sloane's eyes darken. She takes a step closer, then another. They are inches apart now. Maya's voice breaks the moment. "Can we go to the park today?" Sloane steps back, clears her throat. "Sure, after lunch." Maya cheers, goes back to coloring. Sloane looks at Elena one more time. This is not over. "I know. The bond will keep growing, changing you, changing us. I know. And when it completes, I will deal with it then." Sloane's lips twitch, almost a smile. "You are stubborn. So are you. That is why this is going to be a disaster." "Probably." They stare at each other. The air between them is charged. Electric. Maya looks up. "Are you guys fighting?" "No," they say in unison. Maya grins. "Good, because I like it when you are both here. It feels like home." Elena's chest aches. Home. She has never had that before. Sloane reaches out, touches Elena's hand. "Just for a second." "Stay," she says quietly. Whatever happens, just stay. Elena nods because she's not going anywhere. Not now. Not ever. Outside, the city keeps moving. The Syndicate keeps running. The world keeps turning. But inside this penthouse, 3 people are building something new, something fragile, something dangerous, something worth protecting. And the bond between them, unspoken, unfinished, undeniable, is just beginning to burn. Some bonds are not chosen, they are triggered. And once they start, there is no going back. The war is not over. The danger has not passed. And Elena's scent keeps changing. What happens when biology demands what the heart is not ready to give? When protection becomes obsession? When family becomes something more? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next chapter of this story. Because what comes next will change everything. Drop a comment below and tell us, would you stay or would you run? Your thoughts inspire us and help others navigate their own impossible choices. This is just the beginning.